41 years of being a college basketball coach is an unbelievable accomplishment. I personally thank you for being a friend, for being loyal, hardworking.
I'm happy you got to leave on your terms. And I just wanted to say thank you for, being a steady voice in the locker room and on the bench when, players are having those meltdown moments. You're always there to talk to them, keep guys level-headed, be the voice of reason for the teams.
I just want to say thank you so much for taking me under your wing this last year. You were definitely a mentor to me, being a freshman coming in. You taught me a lot. You taught me how to keep my head straight, how to keep playing, and I appreciate everything you did for me over this last year. Congrats, Coach.
40 years is an incredible time to be coaching, and we really want to thank you for all you've done for the Tigers. And me personally, I wish you could have stayed one more year for my last year, but I'm just happy that you're happy and you get to move on to the next chapter of your life.
He's really the OG. Like, I would talk to people outside of Towson, and for some reason, somehow, they know Coach Clark, and Coach Clark is always talking to them about us. And, he's just a good guy all around.
I'm just honored to be a part of your story and your journey. So, once again, thank you for everything. And I still didn't forget about that dinner that you owe me. So I'll be expecting that sometime soon.
When I found out that you were retiring, I was happy for you, but sorry for all of us because you are the guy that always made sure we had barbecue on the road. Now I'm concerned there will no longer be barbecue on Towson men's basketball road trips.
He might be quiet, but he's competitive and he's driven and he's great work ethic. And he's been able to really mentor a lot of our players. I think not in just relaying, my message to them, but he backs it up. He'll put an arm around a guy, but he'll also tell a guy what he needs to hear and why he needs to do certain things. Not just with, whether it's blocking out or, transition defense, but also academically and how to be a good person and how to be a good teammate.
Freshman year, we played Coppin State, and I wasn't playing well. And it was like one of those moments where Coach Clark had to tap me on the shoulder and just tell me hey, calm down. Things happen. And he really calmed me down because that wasn't one of my best games. But he kept me locked in and ready for the rest of the season because at that moment, it could have went left, but he kept me straight.
Whenever Coach Clark starts talking, everybody shuts up and listens. He has so much wisdom because, he's been doing this for a long time. And it's really imperative that everybody hangs on to each word that he says.
So when we played UNCG, I hadn't played the 3 games prior to that. And this was the first game I got in, and it was due to Coach Clark. He told Coach Scary to put me in the game, and I'll never forget that moment.
That's my guy. He was my first point of contact when I came to Towson, and he was always there to guide me, lead me. He was always up checking on me. Even when we weren't in season, he would always give me a text out of nowhere, what's up, Chris? Just give you a call, checking up on you. And I just have the utmost respect for him.
I think it was Scurry who brought it up to me, and he was telling me, he was yeah, Clark, he was a great basketball player. He was the all-time rebounder at his school or something like that, and he was yo, he could beat you on the glass. I'm like, man, Coach Clark, he's not even gonna be close. But yeah, I heard Coach Clark, he was a great basketball player. He told me about him coaching at St. John's, getting a chance to coach Ron Artest during his tenure at St. John's.
I don't think you have ever heard a person say a bad word about him. He's just a gentleman, a kind-hearted soul, knows the game of basketball as well as anybody, and he really is going to be missed, and I know I'll miss it. We spent a lot of time in the hotel lobbies just sitting around talking about basketball, talking about life. He's just a great human being.
He's the first guy I called and was able to hire him away from the University of Rhode Island. We had spent 3 years together at the University of Rhode Island, working for Coach Barron, who was a great coach, and we had a good run there. And just, I was a younger assistant at the time. I thought he was really a great colleague and helpful, and a good teammate. All the things he's always been. He also, as I was telling you off the air, was the head coach at Clark University. They had an unbelievably successful Division III program up in Worcester, Massachusetts, and they had recruited me out of high school. That's where I first met Kevin. Kevin, in this day and age, Kevin was over 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. Kevin was an unbelievable player. Like he's a New England Hall of Famer, and he, like I said, he's just been a really good guy. That anyone that's crossed paths with him.